Hey Alpha Shooters, it's Tim from alphashooters.com. With me I have the Sony 2-600, the 1-400 and the 1.4 teleconverter. Now I've already started doing a comparison between these two lenses and you'll find a link to that in the description field below or also the pinned comment. However, in this video I'm going to focus purely on doing an autofocus comparison between the two lenses, and I'm going to be doing that with 4 different cameras. So I've got the A6400, I've got the A7 III and the A7R III and also the A9, which I'm recording this video on. So what I'm going to do is simply have my dog Frank. He's going to be running towards me. I'm going to be shooting the 2-600 wide open at 6.3 at 400 and 600mm, and I'm going to be shooting the 1-400 again wide open and at 400mm and also 560 with the teleconverter attached. Now I'm simply going to be looking for shots that are in focus, which in this instance are going to be any shots where Frank, his face, his nose, his eyes, his ears are in focus. I'm not going to be too picky there, but as an example, here's a shot. So that's definitely a keeper. And as an example of a shot that is out of focus and I'm not going to be keeping, here's an example. And with that said, I'll let you watch the video. You can just skip through it depending on which camera you're interested in, as it's quite long. And yeah, with that said, let's get on with the video, shall we? And I'm back. So I hope you found that little test helpful. Now I've averaged up all those figures and I've come up with a couple of summaries. So first of all, the lens summary. So the 1-400, shooting at 400mm, this did come out on top with a keeper rate of 96% compared to 93% of the 2-600 at 400mm. And next up, the 1-400 with the 1.4 teleconverter at 560, it had a 92% keeper rate, which was slightly behind the 2-600 at 600, which had a 95% keeper rate. So yeah, basically the 1-400 at 400, slight advantage over the 2-600 at 400, but tables are turned at 600, the 2-600 has a slight advantage over the 1-400 at 560 with the teleconverter. Now, looking at the cameras, the A7R3 came in in fourth place with a keeper rate of 85%, followed by the A6400 and A7 III, which both had a keeper rate of 87%, and the A9, which I'm shooting this on, didn't miss a thing. It had a keeper rate of 100%. Now, I know a big fluffy dog certainly is not the most challenging subject for these cameras or these lenses. But for the time being, he was the most convenient subject for shooting such a test with so many different cameras. I will be trying to do a similar test with birds in flight over the coming weeks. However, I will probably just do it with one camera, such as the A7 III, to make life easier for myself. Yeah, so with that said, if you do check down in the description field, again, you'll find the link on my website where I'm doing a comparison, and you'll find lots of image comparisons there. If you found my video helpful, thumbs up would be appreciated, and hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more comparisons like this. So until next time, happy shooting.